The directive was issued by the Minister for Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs, Hajjat Minsa Kabanda, who announced a 2-week ultimatum for street vendors to vacate Kampala's central business district. She said the move is intended to restore order and improve mobility within the city. Illegal boda stages are also affected, with the minister noting that the unchecked operations have significantly contributed to congestion and disorder in the capital.
Effective immediately, Kampala City enters a phase of strict, full and continuous enforcement of all city laws and ordinances. For months, enforcement was moderated to allow peaceful political participation. That window is now closed. The capital city must function. Illegal boda stages in the central business district are abolished with immediate effect. Riding on pedestrian walkways, obstructing traffic, and operating without registration will result in instant impounding and arrest.
The minister further announced the return of Sunday markets, saying the move will provide vendors with structured and predictable trading opportunities.
Government has listened. Government has warned. Government has provided alternatives through gazetted markets and designated stages. Kampala Capital Store Authority, that is KCCA, has heard the request from vendors and is due to bring back the Sunday market to provide more working hours for the vendors. Those that require working spaces in mentioned gazetted areas could approach KCCA, Directorate of Gender, for guidance. What follows now, therefore, is enforcement of trade order and not dialogue anytime.
Addressing concerns that the directive is politically motivated, Hajjat Kabanda dismissed the claims and called for collective responsibility and efforts to discongest the city.
I would like to emphasize that this operation is not targeted at the poor. It is targeted at lawlessness. A city without order collapses on everyone, rich or poor alike. Kampala is not just a place of survival. It is the capital city of the Republic of Uganda. It must be clean, safe, passable, and dignified. I therefore call upon all residents, traders, riders, political leaders, and opinion shapers to cooperate with enforcement teams and to choose compliance over confrontation.
She warned members of the public and politicians against sabotaging the enforcement process, stressing that anyone found interfering will face the courts of law.
Let me issue this warning without ambiguity. Any person who turns to illegal trading after eviction will be arrested and prosecuted. Any goods found trading illegally will be confiscated as provided by law. Any enforcement officer found soliciting bribes or aiding illegality will face disciplinary action and prosecution. Any political leader who interferes with enforcement or shields lawbreakers will be publicly named and reported to higher authorities.
KCCA Deputy Executive Director Benon Moses Chigenyi urged affected traders to take up available spaces in gazetted public markets, reiterating the authorities' mandate to regulate the city.
We have workspaces available in gazetted markets such as Usafi, Busega, Wandegea. Additional markets including Kamocha, Gaba are going to be constructed, and in a short while Chitintale market will be completed and will have many more workspaces. The city is investing in infrastructure to ensure that business can continue safely, fairly, and profitably.
Meanwhile, Kampala Metropolitan Police spokesperson Rachel Kawala told Church of Uganda Family TV that police are fully prepared to enforce the directive once the grace period
shall effectively, together with help the KCCA to enforce the directives that have been put in place. However, what we call upon the public to to abide by the directive. Yes, our role is to keep law and order. However, we also call upon the traders to abide. Yes, abide by the directive to avoid any inconvenience.
This latest directive comes amid a history of similar government interventions that have often stalled due to political interference and weak enforcement. John Baptist Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.